Hello and welcome to today's content, which will be very quick. Is just to see the reevaluation of Barret, since he did get buffs for the global side, but this is going to be showing the comparison between Barret in global and Barret in Japan, which would be Barret on global, it's on the left side, and Japan on the right side. And yeah, without further ado, let's begin. So looking at this, we're probably very safe to acknowledge that they are going to be pretty much the exact same in terms of stats. And we'll just see it here real quick. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, so it's literally all the same stats. That does not even matter in this scenario. So we're just gonna have to look at his abilities. From here, as we can see, these are the exact same. 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 These are also the exact same. Nothing really changed overall, as from what he kind of needs in his kit, in my opinion. So looking here, this is mostly going to be pertaining to the range. So looking over here, hold on, get this evened out. Is it exactly the same now? Okay, good. So as we can see from here, you can see that this ability, Focus Shot Plus, has another range on it and a range height in comparison. This is literally like one of the small buffs that he got. I'll say this right now, and I'll confidently say it, if anyone thought these buffs were relevant enough for him to be really useful or to change my mind on his rating, right now it isn't. This is nothing what he needs in terms of his kit. I believe he really needs help on his passives, and or he needs a 100% hit ability on point blank. Why does he have something that counters Tifa and like evasion? Well, not necessarily evasion, but I say evasion because two units that have Immortal Spirit or Guts is going to be Zazan and Tifa, and he doesn't have 100% hit, so he can only remove it from them, but he doesn't even have a 100% chance to hit them. Really, just I don't know what to say about that. That's this upgrade of additional range is nice, and the height of +1 extra is nice, but it is not the problem with his kit. It really is not to make him useful enough. So I really don't know what to say about that. Additionally, however, we can see from here though his defense buff. I glossed over it real quickly, but I'm looking over it again. He got something that decreases AP consumption by 33, which we could assume is 33%, for 3 turns for himself. Once again, I have to say this, while this buff is good, it is not anything game changing, nor is it gonna make him be useful enough for the meta. I will say though that 30 defense going from 20 to 30 is very nice, and the AP consumption is good. This does not fix his issue with AP, however, even with the 33%. 33% is a lot, however, there are significant amount of things that he needs as a unit to start being better, in my opinion. And what I mean by that is that he either needs his passives to change for either 100% hit, or he needed this hate. He somehow needed this hate to jump into another passive combined with it. Having a single passive for this alone, and you're literally losing either Warrior Spirit, you're losing Lifesaver, you're losing your range from Concentrate. It feels horrible. It's such a big stat that you're losing without any other gains except for hate. Keep that in mind. He doesn't even have much hate. He can't generate hate either. It's just I just can't agree with. I mean, I'm gonna say he needs the buffs, but it doesn't change anything from his kit that he needed, in my opinion. Last thing to check, I believe, if his limit break, maybe. Nope, exactly the same. So yeah, overall, from the buffs he got compared to global, from Japan to global, he got +1 range and height range on Focus Shot, and his Steel Skin got very good buffs, which is another additional 10 defense over this, and a 33% AP consumption decrease, which is nice. But once again, as I said, it's missing his core things he needs, and in my opinion, the core thing he needs is going to be either a 100% hit ability, and or his passive so it changes so it's more relevant. This is literally a bait of a passive. It's straight up bait. Why would you invest more resources on Barret for him to do a worse job than Dwayne and King Mont, where they have easier accessible hate to like put on themselves. I know Dwayne has hate on himself like this as well for 5, and he can't generate it either. However, Dwayne hits like a freaking truck, has very good resistances for that, and he gets a +1 movement on top of this on his like Swift Shadow passive. Barret gets nothing but just the hate on this, and he loses significant either his range, 12 defense, or HP and attack if you're using like any of those. So it just I can't agree with the buffs. Like I'm not gonna say they're not needed, but as I said before, they were not the ones he needed to change his rating. So overall, I still think he's like still a 3 out of 5 or 3.5 out of 4, like 5 unit. Sorry, not 4. And yeah, the rating really didn't change much if at all. And if this was kind of like a video just to see if you really wanted to pull him down, you think it's okay. If you were not planning to pull him, and after you saw the global update that on his buffs and you think there might be something for him to like be useful for, it's not enough in my opinion. He's like an easy skip. If you really wanted him, I mean, you can go for it. I don't blame you. If anything, it is a Final Fantasy VII remake unit. I would easily pick like, I don't know, I'd rather get like Aranea if I wanted an ice unit that can just be better at what he does. Well, she doesn't do the missile damage, but she does have 100% hit abilities and can do pretty well, and she can dispel like fatal as well. But it's like I don't know, I just don't think this is enough. But yeah, this is gonna be the end of the video. I didn't want to keep it too long, and if this, I don't know, if this helped you, leave a like and comment, and if you agree or disagree. I'll be honest, I was really hoping for him to get 100% hit on point blank. It even makes sense, point blank, why should you miss, you know? I mean, it does remind me of like, no, just, he needed something. That, or put the hate of this on Lifesaver as well, or something. Critical Evasion, I mean, it's nice, but it's not necessarily going to be doing anything in the end, like compared to what other things you could put on there. I don't know why they did not put this hate on here at least. But yeah, I guess that's it. Until next video, peace out.